Hi everyone, I'm Phil Sutcliffe. I'm managing partner at Next Intelligence. We're the company behind Inca, the conversational survey platform that's designed to deliver much better, more engaging experiences for survey participants and to deliver deeper insights for researchers.
Hi, everyone. My name is Josh Seltzer. I'm the CTO at Next Intelligence. I'm also our data protection officer, and I lead up our AI R&D. And I have several publications related to large language models and computer vision and everything related to AI. That has to be the first step is getting real verified people to take surveys. But data quality is also more than that, and I think you've got some pretty strong views about that.
Yeah, I very much feel that, you know, with the kind of importance and urgency of this issue, the focus has become almost exclusively on how do we stop the bots and how do we make sure we're getting answers from real people. But it's not just about getting answers from people; it's about getting good answers from people. Um, and the parallel trend I've seen over the last 20 years is that the survey experience, which wasn't great 20 years ago, if anything, has got worse. I mean, the basic survey format is the same as it was 20 years ago. And I think AI has accelerated the dominant trend in market research and surveys of the last 10 to 15 years, which is the triumph of quicker and cheaper over better. Surveys now can be created by almost anyone, whether they have market research experience or not. And the art of crafting quality, engaging surveys, the risk is that that's being automated out. And when we think ultimately the most important resource for us as market researchers is our participants. Those are the ones who are answering our surveys and giving us the insights we need to make decisions. They're not valued as the most important resource at all. They're kind of a commodity to be bought and sold. And even if we ensure we have real verified people taking surveys, if we don't give them a good experience, we're still not going to get to good quality data. So I think that's in all of this, the dimension that is being really overlooked is the importance of giving participants a good quality data, which is, sorry, giving participants a good quality experience. And that's about building engagement, creating interesting experiences for people. And actually, engagement is a core research skill. It's something that qualitative researchers do all the time. They tend to think deeply about how people experience the research process. They consider the tone, empathy, and flow, and that needs to be applied to quantitative research and surveys as well. And to create an experience that engages people, that makes them think and really consider the answers they give and feel free and enabled to share their opinions and emotions. So I think there's a huge amount that can be done on the whole survey experience. Of course, there will still be some poor quality participants and poor quality responses, and I guess kind of in my view, that's actually where data quality checking software comes into play. We're not saying, I guess, give up and don't have data quality checks, but we need to be honest about what they're useful for. And that's not really about stopping AI bots. It's primarily to make sure that once we've got real people taking surveys, we know they aren't misrepresenting themselves just to qualify for the survey. And we know that once they're in the survey, they're going to give us good quality data. So thinking about that, I'd be interested to know your views of what are the quality checks and what's the tech that can be usefully deployed for that purpose to ensure that we're checking that we're getting good quality data from the real people who are taking the surveys.
Yeah. And so there's some good news here, which is that that is relatively simple. So certainly identifying when someone is using AI to, sophisticated AI methods by fraudsters, that can definitely be the difficult part. And so we need to have really strong guardrails there. But the difference between really sophisticated AI pretending to be human and then a real human just not giving the effort, it's a big difference. So if you already know that you're talking with a real human, then assessing their effort and engagement is actually pretty trivial. Human behavior when someone doesn't want to put in that much effort, it hasn't changed that much. They might give short and uninformative answers or just say something totally irrelevant without really engaging with the question, or they might copy and paste text from somewhere online. These days, they might, copy and paste text from a consumer grade AI tool like ChatGPT, and so that does make it a little bit more complicated. But fortunately, these are all pretty easy things to detect. And the key difference is that these people generally won't be using really sophisticated, purpose-built black box technologies, which we don't understand, that have been designed specifically to fool AI detection methods. Because, by definition, they're not putting in the effort. So detecting that little effort is typically very easy using large language models and other machine learning methods.